Welcome, everyone, to the Doc and Jacques live radio show. You have now entered the cosmic radio receptors of KCIW LP 100.7 FM in Brookings, Oregon. Thank you for tuning into this week's fun and informative program. I'm Dr. Gigi, and my co-host is, as always, Jacques Kepner. Jacques is spelled with an S at the end, but it's silent. How are you today, Jacques, with a silent S?
Well, hello, Dr. Gigi. That's a different intro. And good afternoon to our guest today, Toni Land. We'll get right to you. And to all the new and loyal listeners out there in Radio Land and KCIW Patriots, welcome to the Doc and Jacques Radio Variety Show. Before we get to our MD10 with our excellent doctor here, Dr. Gigi, and our excellent guest today, I want you to all know something. Guess what? Today is a monumental day here on KCIW Community Radio, because right after this edition of the Doc and Jacques radio show, and when it ends in less than an hour from now, technically, you're in for a big treat. For today is the launching of the Toni D'Urso show. Woo! Right on. We've had Toni. He's our friend. We've had him in the studio here. He is amazing. Find out why hundreds of thousands of people tune into Toni D'Urso each week on his syndicated podcast show, which is now being carried on KCIW. Yeah, hats off to the station for letting Toni come in. Toni, you're a good friend, and now we're proud to call you a colleague. Gigi and I will be listening. All right, folks, stay tuned at 5 p.m. right after our show is here for the Toni D'Urso show on KCIW. All right, Doc.
Word up, yeah. So today we're having also another Toni guest, as you said.
T-O-N-I.
Hi, Toni Land.
It's a girl, Toni Land.
She's
our friend.
Repeat guest, and she was here 1 year ago.
1 year ago, not two.
And we are talking to our other Toni friend, Toni Land. How are you, Toni?
I'm good. Good to be back.
All right.
Very nice. And we're going to introduce you in a minute, but right now, what's the time for, Jacques?
It is time for MD10. But wait a minute, you didn't say it's National Weather Person Day.
Yeah, because we weren't going to do that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay, it's also National Shower with a Friend Day. It's Shower with a Friend Day.
Okay, so
okay, Doc, what do you got?
Thanks for asking what we're having today.
What do you got for us, Doc?
We're having to learn. We want to learn about the stomach a little bit.
Okay, I was getting butterflies in my stomach.
So listen up. The stomach is an organ where the major part of the digestion of food occurs, and it links the esophagus, the swallow pipe, to the small intestine.
Well, duh.
Duh, yeah. So the stomach is a single chamber, so it's one big hole, lined by a large muscular folds, lots of muscular folds. They're called the rugae.
The rugae, okay.
And there are thousands of tiny gastric glands. These gastric glands, so stomach glands, produce mucus.
Oh, great.
Digestive enzymes.
Can't wait.
And hydrochloric acid. Yum, yum, yum. Go. So let's go talk about the digestive enzymes.
Okay. Pepsin. She's giving me the mean look right now.
Pepsin breaks down protein into small peptides. So I know, you're stealing my thunder. You're not going to get the script anymore.
Okay. Well, we don't have a script. So, follow it. Somewhat close.
So, what do you think? I'm going to ask Toni now.
Oh, no. Don't pull me into this.
The peptides. We're talking Pepsin.
Me out.
So, guess. All right. I'm asking differently. Guess where the name Pepsi-Cola comes from.
Pig guts.
From the enzyme pepsin.
Oh.
And they get it usually from the pig gut.
I was right. Okay. I'm not talking. She just gave me a
So the
mean
other
look,
enzymes are lipase. It degrades fats. Amylase. It degrades starch. Gelatinase degrades gelatin and collagen. Sucrase breaks down sucrose, our normal table sugar. What do you see all in common?
They're all table sugars.
Breakdown.
ASE.
They're all A's. Biochemistry names most of the enzymes with an A's. Okay. So I'm spank jockey in the
But then you got Ren and A. But then you got Ren and Oh, you're going to spank me in the A's? Okay. Oh,
okay, there's a fight going on here?
She just hit me.
I didn't know I was signed up for this.
The next enzyme I want to talk about is renin. Renin is one that doesn't end with an A's, right? It converts liquid milk to solid particles. And you're thinking, why would that be important? Well, because little babies want to take their time to get the information, the nutrients from the milk into their gut. If they couldn't solidify it, then it would go through before they even had the time to get their nutrients out. So they do that. They have the renin. We don't have the renin anymore because we need to they need to solidify the milk. And guess where else we use renin, the enzyme that we purify from somewhere? Where do we want milk solidified?
I'm not talking. Cheese.
He's giving me
solid
the lip.
Cheese.
Yes.
So milk.
Cheese.
Right.
Yes.
So
good one.
Wow.
Right? Cool, right?
It helps to have the answer.
You had the answer on that sheet. I know you
Not
did.
me.
Yes.
So the mucus, remember I talked about the mucus is there so we don't do any autodigestion, also called autophagy. That is advertised as something great in some health reels on Facebook, by the way. It's not. And the hydrochloric acid is there to denature or break down the bonds that keep a molecule in a 3D formation because all the stuff that we're eating is actually in 3D, right? Yep. So that breaks it down. So when something goes wrong with the stomach, we might have heartburn, indigestion, nausea, vomiting.
Butterflies.
And possible causes are infections, like bacterial infections.
Food poisoning.
Food poisoning or
Yikes.
the toxins. Viral would be our
stomach
flu. We call it stomach flu.
Okay.
Or parasitic infections.
I got that down in the jungle of Amazon. I got that.
And then we call it gastritis. And anything with itis means there's an inflammation of the stomach.
Cool.
GERD, gastroesophageal reflux or heartburn,
Okay.
is when the stomach acid, the hydrochloric acid, flows backwards in our esophagus, the swallowing pipe, and irritates the esophagus.
That's GERD. Okay.
That's GERD. Ulcers.
Ulcers, yes, or open sores.
Open sores in the stomach, yep. And stress.
Yeah,
Stress.
there we go.
Yeah.
That's the butterflies, right?
Yeah,
It's like,
well,
oh
it could be.
man, or just when you feel it in the gut, for instance. Oh, I feel it. I just had a gut feeling.
Yeah.
Usually, I lose all interest. I just focus on one thing, and I don't want to eat. I'm just stressed out on that one thing. I'm thinking about bad news, something like that.
So here are some little stats and facts, interesting facts about the stomach. The stomach muscles contract and relax, the rugae, remember? So our food gets mixed with the stomach juices.
Okay, that's me. Ripping stomach muscles, right? Ripples. I'll take off my shirt if you want to see.
I know. I think I got it. Okay, I believe you.
The stomach size. The stomach can expand to hold over a gallon of food.
Just think of a gallon of milk, but
Think about
solid
Thanksgiving.
food. You could put a lot of hot dogs and crappy ass stuff in there.
The stomach size does not correlate with weight,
Oh, no kidding.
right?
All right. Kind of new.
The stomach absorbs some non-polar substances like alcohol, and aspirin. Doesn't have to go through the digestive system.
Okay.
It just goes into the stomach, gets broken up. Anticipation of food can cause the stomach to produce juices and relax its muscles. Remember the
Pavlov dog experiment.
Yeah, that's what they
Pavlov.
train.
Yeah.
Anticipation. Stomach ulcers can be caused by certain medicines or bacteria that prevent the stomach's mucus from protecting us. So the mucus is there to protect us if those medications or the bugs crawl under the mucus membrane. Then there's nothing. So that's
Yikes.
going to be 2 weeks of antibiotics.
But you can't survive without a brain. You can't survive without a stomach.
You can survive without a stomach.
What?
Yes, it's true.
So those people that are morbidly overweight can they bypass their stomach? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, they usually don't bypass it. They just make it smaller,
Right.
much smaller. So there's the Roux-en-Y where they bypass actually the small intestine.
Do you see a lot of patients that have stomach issues?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because they say the stomach and the belly, the brain in your belly, right? It's got its own
Sometimes
world.
you do treat some stomach issues actually with antidepressants.
Wow, what a trip. Well, listen, that was interesting, more interesting than I thought. I know I've been ripping my stomach muscles, just hanging out, tan man muscle I am. But thank you, doctor, for that illuminating subject of
Sure thing.
the stomach. Thanks. Okay, you lead off, Doc, with our guest, Toni
All
Land.
right. Well, so we have Toni Land, T-O-N-I, Land in our studio. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Good to see you guys.
Yes, you were here last year, and we were very excited. And we're so thankful that you have come back in
my pleasure.
short notice. So thank you very much. Mm-hmm. Toni Land is a well-known singer, songwriter, and artist.
Boy, super talent.
She's here for that reason, but also for another reason, that she has a master's degree in as a speech pathologist. And she works usually children's speech pathologist, and she is an autism specialist, which is super awesome. I mean, I would never marry a musician with autism specialist. Right? That is kind of the opposite spectrum, I would think.
Well, I think that the music and the speech pathology came together for me about the same time, really. I was interested in music, but then when I was in college is when I really said, hey, I'm going to be a singer. And my parents were really upset because I was working on a PhD. So they were like, oh, no.
Oh.
She'll get over it.
She'll get over the singing career.
Yeah, so they asked me, about how long do you think that you'll do this? And then you'll go back?
And where was home back in those days?
I was in school in Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara, okay,
California,
cool.
yeah.
That's why you have connections in Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
Right on.
So you started the PhD program in speech pathology?
Actually, it was an interdisciplinary program through Santa Barbara, San Diego, and San Francisco. So those, I had all that, available to me for psycholinguistics.
Okay.
Which is the study of language acquisition all over the world.
Psycholinguistics?
Yes.
Whoa.
Well, it's really the study of the language user and learner. But psycholinguistics for me was about language development no matter what the culture was.
Yeah.
What was universal about children, and how they learned.
Wow.
Oh.
It was fascinating.
Yeah, that is fascinating. So how far did you get? Because you did not finish.
I didn't finish. I dropped out to actually make a living.
Oh, yeah. In addition to that.
To make a living and be a speech therapist and a singer.
Wow. So you had a master's already and then?
Well, I had a credential for it. I didn't actually finish I had to go back and get, who cares about this? But anyways, I had to go back. Do you care? Okay. I had to go back years later and finish up the master's because I had used that dissertation for my pre-doctorate. Okay. So I didn't finish. Anyways.
Well, that's very interesting.
So I had to go back, which was like crazy, but was some of the same people were still there at the university.
Oh, really? Well,
so they jumped in and helped me because I'd already been working a lot as a speech therapist. So it wasn't that
Hey,
big.
guess what? I flunked out of law school after 2 years. Flunked out straight up.
Wow.
Didn't care, didn't look back.
I don't see you as a lawyer.
Yeah. I was getting into immigration stuff.
Yeah. There's other things you could
maybe talking, but
maybe the talking part. Yeah.
And all my fancy languages I speak, madam.
So where do you work as a speech pathologist?
I contracted mostly. I have some private clients now, but that I see in Brookings. But I mostly contract to the regional center in Crescent City.
Okay, now where is the regional center? That's for the family regional center?
The regional, you're probably confusing. There's a family resource center. There's all kinds of things that sort of sound like that. But in the state of California, they have regional centers that are, that serves, I don't know, I think there's like 6 of them in the whole state, that serve like areas,
Yeah.
But anyways, this one is Crescent City, and I started working there when I was working in the schools and would do evaluations for them. And then...
right. How long have you lived here in Brookings?
Which time?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Now I recall.
Do you
That's
remember
right.
that?
You came and left. Yeah.
I came and left. I came and then I left because I went back to
conquered, you
LA
left.
for music, and then I came and then I left and did some music, and then I came and then I got married and left. So okay, and then I got divorced and came back.
That's why I remember it.
That's why you get such a
Lot of
story. I
movement
would
there.
not make
Right.
that up.
Right. All right.
So how long have you been here last
About 12
episode?
years.
12 years? That's
Wow.
a long one.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you're still working as a speech pathologist
Yes.
in Brookings and in Crescent City?
I am.
So you got private. How
Yeah.
cool is that?
Yeah, I don't do too. I have my hands are full.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't put that out there that, hey, I need some more clients. I don't. Believe
For
me.
you. Good for
Right.
you. Good
Yeah.
for you. Good
And
for-
so how do people get a hold of you for that part, for the speech pathology?
Okay. Well, first of all,
Autism
if-
/ autism, right?
okay. So if they live in California, they have to live in California or to be able to come through the regional center.
Right.
So if they live in Oregon, they do it differently. There is the, what's it called? Anyways, it's like their version of
The region.
a regional center. I'm losing that.
Is it up in like Gold Beach or something? Or is that
I think it's
close?
Coos Bay,
Coos
actually.
Bay now. Yeah.
But I'm not following that. But the way that they can find out is all they have to do is go into their local school.
Okay.
So K
To
school.
usually.
Okay. So
Yeah, go into K school, walk in there, and tell them, hey, I have some concerns about my child's language or development and period. It could be other things, motor skills.
What's the number one language? They're not talking.
That's a
Autistic
big
children.
one.
And autism, we found out from you last time, is a huge spectrum. There's just
huge.
That's huge.
from A to Z and everywhere in between, right?
Yeah, it's
But it's usually a language thing. They're not.
well, it's
talking.
usually how we find them because their kids aren't talking. So generally, that's what's happening. They have other issues going on. Often their sensory processing things are off, and they're, picky eaters. They don't sleep very good. They're lots of different things.
Yeah, they need to have the building blocks in a row in a certain and not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one. There's a whole bunch of,
Interesting.
like a big checklist
Yeah,
for that.
right, yeah.
And nobody has all of them. But,
Right.
so they have other things. But the speech and language is usually what brings them in first.
Yeah, I have a friend who's a pediatrician, and she says how super important early detection and early help actually is.
I can't even tell you.
Right.
how
That's
much.
what you turned us on to last time.
It is the key.
Earlier the better. Get the kid.
Earlier, the better. Like, I get some kids at 15 months, and they're not, and people say, well, they're not talking yet. I think, yeah, but there's all kinds of other things that are going on with communication,
Right.
joint attention, eye
contact, yeah.
and also just interest, interest in things. And there's a lot going on.
And
so
why do they need to get in earlier? Just so they could get on the road to recovery of some sort, right?
Yeah, well, first of all, in that under 3 program, the parents are in the room with me, so they are becoming experts.
Yeah.
Good.
And this is the key, that the parents know what to do.
Right.
Right.
Now, in a very successful story, would you say that children or adults or pre-adults can actually shed that diagnosis and be and function just normally, or as
No.
non-autistic? It wouldn't happen.
That doesn't happen. They can be, they can become much more functional in their life, and so on. They can learn things. It's not an intellectual deficit.
Right.
It is it just I need to learn. I need to learn a different way. So, gosh, if they really have a proper diagnosis, that sticks.
Mm-hmm.
But you probably know people that are really high level
Right.
Gigi has a
autism.
lot of patients that are that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're doing okay. And so,
They are doing okay.
Yeah.
I was just thinking possibly, I remember going through medical school or residency that you don't want to give a label because it sticks lifelong, and maybe they will have disadvantages later on because of that. But you don't, because of the diagnosis, but you don't find that.
I find that it's better if they are on the spectrum that they get a diagnosis because all kinds of services become available.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, the spectrum is so varied, so wide, as you said.
Regional center, they become clients of regional center for life. So if they need things, services, they're more apt to get that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
So that's what I think about it.
So the parents' education is imperative too, you're saying.
Absolutely.
Just let the parents get on board.
Get on
full
board.
And then because of all these different levels or spectrum of autism, there is the complaint out there. I've heard people say, they're calling everybody autistic these days. What do you say to those people?
I say that it's like a pandemic.
That's right. You said this before. It's out. It just keeps building and building and building.
It's got to be. Well, it's genetic at this point. Before we used to think it was environmental. When I was in school way back, we thought it was environmental. But then as time went on and studies were done, they found like really a lot of autism in twins.
Yeah. So genetic.
And they looked and they tracked this down. I mean, I don't know if I rarely have a client that comes in that there's not somebody in the family that has autism.
Wow. So it's going to be snowballing. Then it's going to keep snowballing with all these new people being diagnosed with autism. Their future is looking pretty, well, it's not bleak because you can help these
you do get
these
help.
people.
Yeah.
And they're functional and productive members in our society.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And their skills are often really cool.
Yeah.
There's things that often so it's not all I say is about this is that one, yes, they still have autism, but two, their ability to function and, have a full life, that can be really affected positively, especially when the whole family's on board. And I have that because the kids, the siblings come in and the grandparents and everybody's on board. That makes a huge difference.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
Well, let's switch gears.
Okay.
Now, when you went to school, you also started picking up the guitar and singing.
I was picking up the guitar before that.
Right. You had a sister, right? You sang with
I had, I did. I forgot about my stepsister. Yes, she played, Robin, she played guitar and taught me a few things. But my dad played guitar and was a beautiful singer. Mm-hmm. But that didn't include any of my sisters and I. He was the one with the down.
Wait a minute. You are a very good singer. You're saying when you had to work at becoming a guitar.
Oh, yeah. It's like,
You got a very distinguished voice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And very unique.
Yeah, very clear.
Very talented, right?
So when did you start doing your own, the solo being it?
Well, it was kind of a long process because I was already playing guitar a little bit, and I remember sitting down at the piano. I loved piano.
So piano was the first one you basically started playing with. Yeah, that's
piano.
so important for somebody else.
And organ.
Okay.
My dad decided I wanted us to have a piano, but my dad decided that we were going to have an organ, so don't ask me why. But we had an organ, and we learned, we had 20 free lessons, and there was 5 of us, so that meant we got 4 lessons for our educational background in music. But anyway,
you did the foot pedals.
Organs,
the pedals.
Organs. Was it like a Kendall or something? The name of those, a Kendall, the organ, or the... there was a bunch of them. There were a lot of salesmen out there making
What
those.
is the name of it? I forget.
And it was kind of, primitive.
Con organ. We had a con.
A con organ. Yeah, they con. The family has organs. Leave the piano behind. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, so
So you started with the piano, and then when did you start playing guitar?
I think I was probably in high school.
Cool.
Did you? Was that a program in the school, or did you just have
No,
friends who came together and?
It seemed like my stepsister was the one that turned me on to it.
Cool.
Right.
That's back when you were in high school, so about 15 years ago.
Yeah,
I
right.
picked it up.
Of course.
And singing just kind of came natural because by the time you're in college, now you're a singer, right?
Well, that let me think about. That's like a long time ago. It wasn't that quick. I remember deciding to be one, and it was like, of course, that didn't make any sense because I couldn't sing. So,
she thought.
Yeah.
but I learned. I took singing lessons, and I took piano lessons, and did all that, and And then the thing that was the worst part of it was performing, which was terrifying.
You wanted to be a singer, but really not performing.
I wanted to be a singer, but not perform.
Wow. Well, do you still get the jitters and butterflies in your stomach? When
Yes,
yeah.
I do. Yeah.
You do?
I never feel fantastic.
What is your favorite genre of music?
I like a lot of different kind of music, but I like the kind of music I write.
Well, that's
But
good.
she has a whole bunch of CDs.
I know.
out
I
there,
have
folks.
like over 7.
Right on.
Yeah.
They're all original stuff, right?
Yeah.
Everything's original.
Yeah.
All these-
Yeah, songwriting was really where I was at, but then you have to sing.
Yeah.
I know. That was the hard part. And then perform was like, oh, gosh. So I studied I ended up teaching performance and doing performance workshops for people. And
Very cool.
Yeah, it was,
Guess the butterflies go away after that.
I think the more you do it, they do.
Hey, do we still get butterflies before we do this show? I don't think we do anymore.
I think because once you get on a regular, I think you're telling your body, it's going to be okay. We're going to live through this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, when you started singing, you took singing lessons. I think when you take singing lessons, they don't say try to sound like somebody rather. But did you try? Did you try to emulate somebody singing?
Yeah. Who are your favorite singers?
Well, that's 2 different questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't taught that way. It was basically to develop your own
Yeah.
voice
Okay. Cool.
by everything. Everybody was teaching me that. You just do what you
And
do.
you didn't try to sound like somebody.
You know, the hard part was when I went down to L.A.
Yeah.
And then, then you're hearing the radio and you're hearing the songs that are really big and you're thinking, wow, okay. And I think I did lose my way a little bit down there. But, because it's like, you can't make it sound like something on the radio because by the time you do it, it's not going to be on the radio anymore. It's that song's gone, So like, it's a moving target. It's like you're going to try to make it sound like that, unless you have the ability to make something happen, like in a day, in a day.
Or copy slyly, like Ed Sheeran, right? I guess they get an issue by copying a lot of artists.
It's impossible not to copy.
That's
somebody.
right.
It's like so in our
One way
face
or
now.
another. There's so many out there.
There's so many out there. You can't be on top of all that. And there's only 12 notes.
Listen, plagiarism is when you take somebody else's work, but if you take everybody's work, that's called research.
That's right.
That's what I say.
That's a good.
So when you listen to yourself on the CDs that you have recorded, and you always hear your voice differently than you hear it from somebody else, do you feel that is a different one, or do you hear yourself the same way?
Well, the first time when I first started recording, I went, "Oh my God, I sound like my mother." But now I'm kind of enjoying that. But at the first part, it was like, I don't sound like that. That's my mother.
Yeah. So you got used to liking it, I guess.
I just got used to it.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, so how often do you write music? How often does it
the
come?
writing process, right?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
a prolific writer.
I know. I write a lot.
I know.
Is it caused by love and breakups and?
I've been writing, even when I wasn't writing songs or when I'm not writing songs, I'm writing in journals. You know what I mean? It's just writing is very therapeutic for me.
Yeah, right on.
So it's not a big stretch to, write like I do.
And you do write your own music. We talked tiny bit before the show about AI music writing.
Right.
You do your own writing.
I'm closing my
Scary.
mind and my ears
Yeah,
to
no
AI writing.
Right?
No,
Yeah.
no kidding. I liked one of your lyrics in Crazed and Dazed, where it says, when you mentioned the spark. Spark is so incredible, right? When you get that spark from someone and you are enamored with that person right off the bat, that's such a cool emotion.
It's also butterflies.
Is that the butterflies? Yeah, you're right.
It's also butterflies. So excitement versus terror. It's not far. It's not that different. I think it's kind of organically the same.
All right, listen, folks. Time flies when we're having fun. It's already that mid-break time here on the Doc and Jacques Live Radio Show, proudly broadcasting from the KCIW 100.7 FM studios in lovely coastal Brookings, Oregon. A special thanks to our great engineers, Ray Simon and Tom Bozak. Thank you, gentlemen, in the booth. The list of major sponsors for this Community radio station are Advanced Airlines. We're flying in and out of nearby Crescent City to Oakland and L.A. 7 days a week is a reality. Marie and Brett Curtis, our next-door neighbors at Remax, Coast and Country. Dr. John Kirk's Porta-Pints Craft Brewery, now in 2 locations in Crescent City. That new one down in the South Beach is really cool. Have you been there yet? Have you heard about it?
I heard about it, but I have played the first one.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you need to bring the whole group down to the second one, South Beach. It's got a big stage, and they got an outdoor stage when the weather warms up.
Oh, where is it?
It's right down in the harbor, right near the boats, right where the boats are in Crescent City, south of town. All right?
Yeah.
We got Michelle Bupert with our own vibrant local Curry County Chamber of Commerce. Everyone's friend, Jim Doc Bellardi, and his Crescent Land Title and Escrow Company. Hey, Jim. Dan and Phyllis Schmidt are our major supporters, and thank you for your constant friendly support. And then the reimagined Crescent Harbor Art Gallery in Crescent City, anchored in the harbor, right next to the boats, right next to Dr. Kirk's Porta-Pints, South Beach. And then our region's only bowling center, which is Tsunami Lanes on 101, Midtown Crescent City. We all like Nick and Lisa Rail bringing to our region the new $50 million event center to be known as PPA, or the Partnership for the Performing Arts. The medical team of Dr. J, Dr. Palak, and Rachita Patel at Chetco Medical and Aesthetic Center in Harbor. And lastly, my dear co-host, Dr. Gigi, MD, and yours truly, Jacques Kepner, on behalf of KCIW, thanks to all of you for being our major supporters.
All right.
We've got about 10 minutes to talk with you, get some more information out of Toni Land, and you're going to treat us to a great little... you're going to sing 3 or 4? No, 2 or 3, you said. Okay, we'll
Whatever.
see. All right. She's so
5 or
easy.
6.
She's so easy.
Yeah. Now, okay, so you work for fun, you play guitar and sing for fun. What else do you do for fun?
What do you do for fun?
I have a big family.
Good.
Yeah.
So I have 3 sisters that live here.
Live here, that's
Yeah,
right.
I have my daughter lives here, my grandson lives here. I have friends. My neighbors are like, my besties. I have a dog. I mean, I like the simple things in life: cooking, eating.
Yeah, the normal stuff.
The normal
You're a
stuff.
normal person.
Yeah.
Good. We like that.
Sharp, very intelligent, normal person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talented.
Everybody hear that?
Yeah. Darn it. And she's pretty. That's an old word, right? Pretty. Well, you sure are pretty. Sorry. Okay.
Toni, what are you most proud of?
Learning to sing in spite of the odds.
Wow.
Wait, what are the odds? You have a great voice.
Well, it wasn't always like that.
Really?
No.
So you really educated your voice, huh? That's
Plus,
cool.
but even worse than that, part of it was overcoming the idea that I couldn't sing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say that. You say, "Oh, hey, you could sing," and they go, "Oh no, I can't sing."
Yeah.
But I think everybody can sing if they may have to work more than somebody who came out of the womb like that. But
Did you start with it like karaoke? Or is that how you kind of found
No.
it? No?
that was performing.
Yeah. Wait a minute. You're a singer, songwriter, and a guitar player. You're going to be performing.
I know.
Right.
That's
And you
how
got
it is.
all these albums that prove to it.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
these-
7, right? Very nice.
Amazing. What's your favorite restaurant here in town in Brookings Harbor?
I like the Black Trumpet.
Oh, super nice. Ball intimate. Yeah.
That's my default. I'd go there a lot.
All right. That's your
right.
default. That's
Just
where you like to
upstairs.
go.
Well,
Yeah,
I
just
understand.
right upstairs.
Sold, right? Or it's in the process of being
No.
Oh, I'm not saying
well,
nothing. And I didn't say that Tom Bozak cut me off there. Cut that beep. We don't know, but that's what I heard. I heard it's for sale. Okay.
Okay, Toni, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Gosh, let's see. In 5 years.
40-ish.
Well, my thing that I like to visualize is that I have a great performance, and then that's when I die. I go to bed and I don't wake up.
Right.
But that's not in 5 years. But I'm saying my goal is to keep singing up until I die. So
Right on.
That's
Now,
what my goal is.
Talk to us about your band. Who are the band members? We know Kim Devine. We got to get Kim Devine back on, right?
Yeah.
We got to get
Yeah.
her.
Kim.
Come back in.
my neighbor, Jim Bixler, is on Kungas. And he's,
Kungas, that's right.
He's a joy. He just...
Percussion guy.
percussion guy.
Who's your
And Larry Freese was my guitar player until he moved.
No, how rude.
How rude, like 2 or 3 months
Why don't you
ago.
sell us his house, darn it.
Yeah, they moved to Corvallis.
Corvallis, okay.
So he is coming down, however, for our Kuntai.
Oh, good.
He's coming down once a month to do that gig with me. So
Right
that's
on.
great. And I have a new guitar player that I'm not going to talk about yet until
But you
because
play guitar, too.
he and I just decided that we're going to play together. So I'm really excited about it.
This kind of sound like maybe some...
Yeah, I think he's going to be he's a really good guitar player.
Okay.
He's a singer and he's pretty brilliant. So
Very nice.
Where's he taking you on Valentine's?
no, not like that.
Oh,
You and that mind of yours over there.
darn it.
So you
God
travel
bless
a lot for your playing the band or the.
I'm trying to travel less.
Oh,
I'm
well,
trying
you
to-
have something planned coming up.
I know, I do, but I really like being home.
All right. Well, tell us anyway where you traveling to.
Port Orford on the 15th.
That's right. Coming up to
yeah.
Mr. Ed's Underground Pub,
Yeah,
which we were right there, but it was closed. We just drove
It's
there a
so
couple
cute. He's got hundreds of guitars
I
all
understand.
mounted there, and it's owned by a musician.
Oh, cool.
And he has a big soundboard in there. I mean, it's really
Right
a
on.
great place to go play music. And he makes amazing pizza.
So we've heard.
Yeah.
So you got the Kuntai gigs also happening the first Saturday of every month, right?
Yes.
You're kind of contracted there and doing that. That's where we'll catch you and I, folks. That's where you could most probably the local folks to catch Toni and her full band. It's also included Kim Devine. What does Kim do? Kim
She
plays.
sings, she does percussion and
Right.
she sings harmony.
Right on. So it's a good group, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
guys,
very
and you're singing all
soothing.
your
Oh,
original
so nice.
original stuff. I mean, you're the powerhouse of local bands and personalities here that do original stuff, which is harder and harder and harder. Do you read music?
Yes.
You still do? Okay, good.
I used to read more.
We used to read better. Yeah.
I used to read better. But now, I don't really read that much, but I can pick it out.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah, okay.
You're a super guitarist too, right?
So when you make the music, do you make it as in the 5 lines and then a note here, a note there, or do you record what you're playing?
I record. I just use the simplest technology as possible so it doesn't interfere with my process, which is my phone.
Yeah.
So I just do a voice memo, on
Cool.
Yeah,
different
right.
on the songs, and then I just go like that, and then from there, I send the best when I get it down to my producer.
Right on. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, why don't you start transitioning over to our other microphones?
Okay.
Gentlemen in the engineer brew, Tom Bozak and Ray Simon, pardon me. You are online. You're going to be catching her. Folks, you're tuned into the Doc and Jacques show, the live Doc and Jacques show here on KCIW, 100.7 LP on this rather cold day. Is it just chilly? It's a bit
It is
chilly
very
in here,
chilly.
right? It's
And
been a little
poor
cold.
Toni had to wear gloves, so let's hope they're warmed up now.
Yeah, warmed up now. She has to stand for this, to do this. And we're going to hear multiple songs from Toni. We might have room for 3, but I think we're guaranteed for 2. These are original songs, and when she gets fully set up here and brings that out to you, you're going to ask us what... Oh, wait a minute. She's not wearing her earphones anymore.
I know she can't. Yeah.
Okay.
So you just tell us what your song is about and
Okay. This is called What the Heart Knows.
With a hard nose?
What the Heart.
what the heart.
Oh, with the heart.
knows.
Oh,
And it is the title song off What the Heart Knows CD.
okay.
Excellent.
Toni Land in the KCAW studio.
You call me sugar, you call me baby, that's okay, I'll call you sometime. But not this time, no. Don't need to rush it, I'm in Oh, when the mouth says what the heart knows, gonna be real somebody. When the mouth says that you're in love, you'll be the one for me. Oh, when the mouth says what the heart knows, gonna be real somebody. When the mouth says what the heart knows, you'll be the one for me.
Wow. Toni Land.
Nice. Very good.
What the heart knows, and the lyrics were, when the mouth speaks, what the heart knows? Is that?
When the mouth says what the heart.
Okay, there it is. Wow. Emotional. All right. I love emotional words like that get me just thinking outside of myself. It's wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. Good stuff. All right.
All right.
So there's down one. Is it cold in here for you? Are you feeling comfortable? Okay. You're looking. How's it sound in there?
in the sound?
How is it, guys? He's giving a thumbs up. They're giving us thumbs up. Tom Bozak
All right,
and
this
Ray
song's
Simon.
called Fooling Yourself, Fooling Around.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
I hate the state I put you in. Again and again. You need to find your joy inside. Don't let it die. Oh, you're just fooling yourself, fooling around with me. Oh, take your memories and leave. That's all you need. Don't pack 'em up like precious cargo. Ooh, just go. Oh, you're just fooling yourself, fooling around with me. Just fooling yourself. Trying to do it for love. You tried to change your ways. You're trying to make it through all these hard times, hard times. But you're just fooling yourself, fooling around with me. Fooling. Don't give me one more thing. Just keep your ring. If you can't give your love away, don't need it anyway. Oh, you're just fooling yourself, fooling around with me. Just fooling yourself. Oh, you're just fooling yourself, fooling around with me. Just fooling yourself. Oh, you're just fooling yourself, fooling around with me.
Wow.
I
Toni
love that
Land.
song.
I
That
do
is
too.
one of my favorites. I love that. It's
Really, really good song. Again,
Yeah.
heartfelt, amazing song. We sing one more short one, and we would love to hear it.
All right.
If you got it. It's in you. It's in you.
It's
Folks,
in you.
Toni Land, fooling around fooling yourself, like fooling around. Right. Good song.
All right.
What do we got next?
Crazed and Dazed.
Oh, hey! Oh my God!
yeah,
I knew my favorite
one.
one. I love it.
That's what I'm doing.
We're gonna do this one. We could you could reach out and contact you on Facebook, right? You're on Facebook, and you get your own website,
I have my website,
which is
ToniLand.com.
Toni Toni Land like land.com. So there you go. You could reach out. She has all her albums there. Oh, this song. Okay, folks. Crazed and Dazed by Toni Land here on KCIW.
I was just fine. I worked it out. No war, no peace. On my own cloud. I thought I was hot. Could call my own shots and do what I want when I want. But then you walked in and one good passion to the heart, then a crash, then a boom, 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 and a hush in the room, left me crazed and dazed. Was it when you moved, when you walked? Was it words that you said when you talked? Left me crazed and dazed. That look in your eye, I don't know why, but I'm scared I'm this way to say. Can't say it was fun. It's all such a blur. Not sure what I said, not sure what I heard. I felt I was stoned, but you took me home, and I could not say no to you. 'Cause when you walked in, and one quick flash, one spark to the heart, then the crash, then a boom, 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 and a hush in the room, left me crazy and dazed. Was it when you moved, when you walked? Was it words that you said when you talked? Left me crazed and dazed. That look in your eye, I don't know why, but I'm scared I'm this way to stay. Was a shot to the brain? Was I hit by a train? A gun set on a stun? Oh no, is this love that left me crazed and dazed? Was it when you moved, when you walked? Was it words that you said when you talked? Left me crazed and dazed. That look in your eye, I don't know why. Crazed and dazed. Crazed and
Oh my goodness!
So good. Thank you.
Super talent. Look at that. Look at the broadcast. The engineers they're clapping too. All right. Toni Land, what a super talented individual. What a great artist. Those words, every song you hit me emotionally.
No, thank you.
You know, you felt a spark of love. You express it well. Sometimes the loss of it, whatever. I mean, you're a real beacon of bright light.
And those songs are earworms. Like
Yeah.
first time you hear it.
Yeah, they are
they're just-
earworms. You call them? Is that what you
That's
say
what they
in
call it.
Germany?
Yeah, they call that one.
Wow. That's what they say. I mean, you were playing incredible guitar, too. Your guitar playing is exceptional. Do you ever wish that you have other people play the guitar and so you could just sing?
That's so much.
Isn't that what
But I haven't had that, but I could have that. I have, when I was in a band, it was like, I didn't have to do anything but
Yeah,
sing.
just sing and your
wear good
guitar-
clothes.
Yeah, there you go. Good clothes. It's right on. I mean, super.
That's the best part, by the way. Did I mention that? That's the best part.
But dressing up and then getting up on the stage.
The clothes that you can wear.
That you can wear without playing
that you don't wear to work. You know?
Oh, when you're a star up on the stage, right?
check
And that's what
those
you.
out. Take a look at those.
I remember you wearing some boots last
That
time.
was
I remember
good.
you. Yeah, look at that. She's wearing some black cowboy boots with white stitching. They look pretty darn good. You look great, and you sound exceptional.
Very cool.
Just really.
Thank you
really
guys for having me.
Really
on.
good too. Okay, Toni Land, ToniLand.
.com.
.com is one
She
way.
has
And you can hear the music on other
Right.
Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon.
You're an award-winning songwriter, singer, songwriter, right? You've won multiple awards. You didn't talk to us this time about your Portland years and what was going on up there, but that's where a lot of this creative stuff came down, right?
It did.
So you've got varied background, interesting person, and wonderful singer. I mean, our hearts are pounding. Why don't you put your earphones back on?
Okay.
Then it won't be so hard for us here. Okay, you've just listened to Toni Land. We will come back in just the last minute or two to say goodbye to her and to also get more information about how you can reach you. Or do you ever do you could be hired, your band get hired for like a wedding or anything like that? Yeah, you're
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Parties. We do parties.
parties. There you go.
Yeah.
and that's going through your website then?
Kim Devine usually does the booking on that.
All right. Kim Devine. Okay.
they get
It's on the
Kim-
website.
Okay.
All
It's
right.
on the
If
website.
you're listening, Kim, you're up next. You're going to come in here within the next month. We're going to get you back on there and catch up with Kim Devine. Great gal there too. So you could reach out to her, get on your website, and then could find out how you could be hired for.
And exciting news is you have had a new single coming out.
Yeah.
And there is another one coming out in the future. What are their names?
Okay, so the one that came out last was called This Could Be Our Town. Kind of a dark, but a song that needed to be written, I thought, which was more about the shootings in the schools with kids. And
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so Jim Walker up in Portland produced that, and we basically did that like we did these last two albums together, just us.
Cool.
Just two of us. He's amazing.
Cool.
And the one that hasn't come out that's going to be coming out shortly, like in the next few weeks, is called Scream It. And it's
One song or it's a
it's a song. It's
Okay.
a single, yeah. It's called Scream It. Like
scream? Like,
it.
uh-oh. Is that
Yeah.
what I'm thinking about?
Well, I'll tell you the idea behind it, which is that, when your friend keeps telling you about this terrible relationship she's in that she won't leave, this is the other person, the listener is like going, just tearing their hair out. That's what this song is. So.
Okay. All right. Well, can't wait to hear Scream.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Toni Land here in the KCIW studio. We have fun time corner.
Coming
Remember
up.
those? So it's our little joke time and all that stuff. My great jokes.
Yeah, they're
Or
pretty good
so-so
this time.
quotes.
Yeah,
Hey, your
okay.
quotes.
What-
Okay.
what quotes?
Hey, what
I'm
kind of
talking
quotes you
about-
got? I'm not looking. I'm not telling. Okay. You start off with a quote.
All right. Okay, I tried to find some rainy quotes. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance
Dance
in the rain.
Vivian Green. I like that one. Never heard it
you.
before, but that is not bad. Folks, a blue whale is so big that if you laid it end to end on a basketball court, guarantee you the game would be canceled. Good. See, I got a laugh, Robert. See, that's not so bad. All right.
That's
what else?
ridiculous.
So ridiculously dumb. Okay. You want me to hit it again? Okay.
Yeah.
What did the clock do when it was hungry, Doctor?
What?
It went back 4 seconds. It went back for seconds.
For a second.
Get it? F-O-U-R.
I laughed so much. Did
you make that? Where do you find
it? Was
those?
Oh, I make them all up. Plagiarism.
That's like a
Plagiarism.
that's like a
Plagiarism.
fifth grader. A fifth grade joke.
I've spent a lot of time behind the sail making these things up. All right, Doc, what else you got?
When life gives you a rainy day, play
Play
in the puddles.
puddles. That is cute. I won't say any more. I'm sorry. giving you the...
Do you want me to read?
No.
Your jokes?
Okay. Did you hear about the Italian chef that died? He passed away. So dumb. Hey, what sound does a nut make when it sneezes? Ka-choo. Ka-choo. Ka-choo.
Thank you for explaining that one because I was going over my head.
He's looking at me at a this angle.
Going past my nose.
At an obtuse angle going, what the hell is he doing? I'm sneezing into this microphone. I'm virus free though. All right, Doc, give us another one.
Why do we not respect rain?
Why?
It is because it doesn't care about our plants.
Okay, not bad. How about another one? Read another one.
Some people feel the rain, others just get wet.
Some people feel the rain, others just... Today I just got wet. We got hit by that hailstorm.
Yeah.
All right. What do you call... How do you slow down a bra, Doc?
A what?
A bra.
A bra?
A B-R-A, yeah. How do you slow it down?
How?
With a booby trap. That's about the most risque.
Okay, that's like 7th grade now. We're catching up.
Dr. Gigi recently treated me for a bladder infection. She said, "You're in trouble."
I hope other people are thinking this is funny because I do think it's funny.
Okay. I bought some really cool shoes from a drug dealer recently. I don't know what he laced them with, but I've been tripping all day. That's high school.
That's high school.
Okay, what else, Doc?
Rainy days, good books, and a cup of hot coffee.
Nice. How about another one?
Rain, rain, don't go away.
Is that what it is? Okay. All right. I used to hate facial hair. Then it started growing on me. Yeah. What do you call a sobbing sister?
What?
A crisis.
A crisis.
Yeah. Did you hear about the circus fire, Doc? It was intense. You know why I never trust stairs?
Why?
Because they're always up to something. Okay, any more for you?
I'm looking forward to summer when the rain gets warmer. That's a cute one, right?
Hey, what do you call a belt that is made entirely out of wristwatches?
Wristwatches?
Wristwatches.
What?
A waste. W-A-I-S-T. Of time. A waste of time. Okay.
Okay. Thanks for spelling and doing all this important stuff. Okay.
And explaining the joke.
Yeah,
Do we
right.
have more?
No.
No.
We're finally at the end of our show with
shucks.
lovely
That's-
Toni Land.
Toni Land, thank you.
Yeah, so we're finishing it up. You were early here. That's okay. You can do all your things.
Okay, are you talking to me now? Wait, I'm trying to exit. Okay, here it says.
You have been listening to the Doc and Jacques show on KCRWLP 100.7 FM in Brookings, Oregon. We sure hope you have enjoyed the music and everything else with Toni Land as we have.
We sure have. Special thanks once again to Ray Simon and Tom Bozak in the engineering, and to all of our major supporters. We really appreciate you. We also want to thank, lastly, if you know of a fascinating character, please let us know. They may be on this show. Go to Jacques Kepner, K-E-P-N-E-R on Facebook and friend me. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much. And next week we have Dr. Patel, Dr. J, and maybe Rashida on. So we have a couple doctors in vying for your position. That's your...
Oh, yeah. Well, it's going to be a very medical talk at that point, but with something really cool.
Toni Land, thank you so very much again. What a great...
My pleasure. It's good to see you. I love the banter.
Bye.